Alright everyone, welcome back to my Devil May Cry 4 S-Rank guide, and today I'm gonna be helping you with Mission 9. So this is a fairly quick mission, and okay, the moment you load in, you want to go forward just a bit, but then do not exit this room on the other side, because first of all, you want to break all these objects on the sides, both on the left and on the right, so make sure that you hit those before you leave. Then once you destroy everything, you're gonna want to continue on with the level, and then soon enough, you're going to be fighting Biancos and Alto Angelos. So push on through, keep going until a cutscene plays, and when the cutscene plays, the enemies will spawn right after. You're just gonna want to skip it. And a thing to note with these guys is that the Alto Angelo can call the Biancos in the middle, and then they can start forming a big orb to launch at you. You can counter that orb with your gun with a charge shot, and that will like bounce it back and fire it at them, and that will do a lot of damage. It's gonna kill the Biancos. I did a pathetic job of showcasing that, but whatever. So the Bianco Angelos, which are the weaker ones, there's a couple of ways you can attack them. You can jump behind them and then attack them from the back, launch them in the air, start beating the crap out of them. You can just wait till they are floating around, then you can jump in again, start smacking them up. Though watch out with the jumping when there's a second one around, because it can poke you out of the air. Of course, you can also brute force it and smack them like in Devil Trigger until their shields break. And then for the Alto Angelo, you see I'm kind of attacking him while he's charging up his attack. I get a couple of hits in there. It is kind of risky just in case, but so just be ready to dodge it. And then also when he's floating around, that's when you can also damage him. He doesn't stun as easily as the Bianco, so just keep that in mind. But okay, once you enter this room here, you're going to want to start breaking all the benches because red orbs, and you need them for the red orb requirement. So there's 3 benches on the right side, and then there's 3 more on the left side, so make sure you grab those. And then once you break all the orbs, we're still not done with this room yet, because there's also a hidden orbs cache here. So you want to go to the top right corner of the room. You want to go over there, and then you want to wait until the red orbs pop up, and you want to grab them all. Then there's also 2 more like pots here, so you want to grab those. Then you want to walk in here, activate the device, activate the lasers. Then you want to go to the right here and go into this door to continue on with the level. When you enter this next room, there's going to be a fight against a bunch of Biancos and Altos again, and then there's also going to be Gladiuses flying around, which are the flying swords. A couple of breakables you saw me break there, make sure you hit those. But okay, in this fight, you want to focus on the Gladiuses first, because when you're attacking the Altos and Biancos, they can get in your way and just hit you out of your combos. When you see a Gladius turning yellow and spinning around, you can shoot a charge shot at it. It's going to pretty much instantly kill it. Or you can also use your snatch to grab it, and then you can buster it, throw it at an Alto Angelo, a Bianco Angelo, or another Gladius. That's gonna kill it too. But just take them out first, because it's gonna just be inconvenient when you're trying to attack the Altos and Biancos otherwise. So just take out the Gladiuses first. There's a good bit of them in the room. Sometimes when you grab them and buster them, you're gonna throw them on the ground, and instead of killing them, you're just gonna pin them into the ground. So then you can go on and shoot them with your gun or smack them with your sword. Sometimes they will like clap back and start flying again, but don't worry, because you can just wait till they start spinning. Alright, then I managed to land some hits on the Bianco. I hit him from the back there. I managed to launch him because I turned on Devil Trigger. Just know that that's not always gonna work. You have to do enough damage to him for him to be able to get stunned first. Just keep that in mind. Boom, smacked up the Gladiuses. Now it's just Bianco Angelos left, and they're really easy to kill. Oh, and see what he did to me there. That's why you do not want to jump when there is a Bianco Angelo on the ground. It can poke you out of the air. But okay, I smack it and then I kill it. Then there's going to be some breakables on the other side of the room from where you came in. There's usually 2. I only had 1 because I broke one during the fight, but just make sure you grab the other one. You want to use the Key of Cronus to slow down the lasers. I still got hit because I am stupid. But anyway, you want to continue on with the level now. And once you load in this next room, there's going to be a red orbs cache. So you want to jump down into this hole here, stand in the middle, and then there's going to be a bunch of red orbs that pop up. Then you want to smack up this switch to call down the elevator, and then you're going to go into it. And then once you actually enter the elevator, you're going to have a really easy fight against a bunch of scarecrows, and then 2 more mega scarecrows will spawn. So first of all, you have a bunch of normal scarecrows here. Do whatever the hell you want to them. Just as always, make sure that you vary up your moves to not do the same thing so you can get more style. As you can see, I'm doing a bunch of different stuff here, varying up my moves. Obviously, try to practice your exceeds while you can on these guys, because these guys are really easy and are almost no threat. So this is like a perfect room to practice your exceeds if you're not good at exceeding. So just make sure you try and hit those. Again, I always say this, I repeat myself a lot with this phrase, but it's always better to exceed and not do it well than exceed at all, because sometimes you might get that one Revan that's going to do a bunch of extra damage for you. Now there's the Mega Scarecrows. They are really easy to kill, but when they actually hit you, they do a decent amount of damage. You want to watch out for the move where they start spinning around and going towards you, because that is going to hurt you a lot when they hit you. But other than that, just like the scarecrows, when you actually start hitting them, you can do whatever the hell you want to them and they won't be a problem. But just watch out when you kill them, because their blade will fall onto the ground when you do, so just make sure you don't get hit by that. but then you should be good. And okay, in this next segment, you're going to be maneuvering through some lasers. So hit the switch over here and then try to avoid the lasers. The first one shouldn't be that hard to avoid. The second ones are a bit trickier, so just try to avoid them to the best of your ability. And once you get through, you're going to be in another elevator. This time, you're going to be fighting Frost. So you can't just launch them into the air straight away because they're a bit tougher. You have to smack them up a bunch first before you do, just like that. Couple of things to look out for when fighting them. When they jump in the air, they're going to come down and create a load of ice on the ground. You want to stay away from that because that's going to hurt you a lot. Watch out for the projectiles too. And you should know this. Whenever they are in an attack animation or are doing something, you can snatch them and then you can buster them. When they're standing still, sometimes they'll be able to dodge you, but when they're in an animation, you can snatch them and then you'd be able to buster them. So when you see them doing something, you can try doing that. Sometimes it's just better to avoid, but other times you should go for it because you're going to do a lot more damage that way. When they embed themselves in their icicles, you want to destroy them as quickly as possible because they will start healing, so you want to smack them up before they actually heal up a bunch of health. And yeah, you should be good. As long as you watch out for their attacks, you're going to be alright here. This is the last one here. I'm fighting him now. He's dead. And now we're going up the elevator again. So once the elevator gets up again, there's going to be more lasers. So you're going to have to maneuver through. This one's going to be a bit easier though. So you want to go through these lasers again. Then you want to cut through the middle here. And then you're going to want to go in between these lasers here. Not too bad. Please do not question what this is because I literally could not tell you. Now this room here might get a bit annoying. Not because of the assaults. The assaults are fine. But once you kill them, a blitz is gonna spawn. But okay, for now you're fighting the assaults. You can do really whatever you want to them. You have to smack them again a bunch before you stun them. They have their shields. You can brute force and break them, but it takes a bit. You can also jump back behind them and smack them up. They don't have that much health. When you are comboing them in the air, they could break out and try and counter-attack you. So just look out for that just in case. Sometimes they will start screaming, and when they do, they will empower themselves a bit, so you will want to either prevent that or kill them as quick as possible. Snatching works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they will dodge, while other times you will snatch them and then you can combo them because they will be on the ground. You can do whatever you want to them. You can snatch them in the air too if you want. You can hit them then. You can also devil trigger after landing a few hits on them to launch them in the air, again, combo. But okay, when you kill all of them, the blitz is now going to spawn. And for blitzes, you want to jump around like crazy, preferably a single jump because you have iframes. But if you have to, you could double jump. And when you have the chance, you want to shoot charge shots at it because charge shots do a lot of damage. And boom, like that, I already disabled its lightning. And when they don't have any lightning on, you can do whatever you want to them, beat them up, buster them, whatever. And then once they start enabling their lightning again, because they will do soon after, you want to go back to jumping to avoiding its attacks and then shooting charge shots when you have the opportunity. You want to watch out for that laser, so just jump to the side. Sometimes it will do another version where it like swipes it from left to right, so you just want to jump over that. Because when you get caught in that laser, it's pretty bad news. But yeah, if you catch the blitz in an attack animation or it's standing still, shoot a charge shot at it. You might have to shoot a couple of them before the lightning disables. Sometimes you will miss and he will avoid them. So a couple of the attacks you could be waiting for is his laser, because he's standing still during the laser, so you could shoot him then. Or he has a move where he disappears and then like shoots out a big lightning bolt in which he appears, and he's going to be standing still for a while after that. But okay, when you smack him up a bunch afterwards, his lightning will turn red, and then you just want to avoid him like crazy because this is his final form. He's going to blow himself up soon enough. Until then, you just want to avoid his attacks. I failed at that task, so I devil trigger out. And if you get caught like that, you better hope you have devil trigger, or else you will lose a load of health. But okay, once he dies, that was the last fight before the boss fight. So the elevator goes up, and now we're going to be fighting Agnes. So when you exit out of the elevator, make sure you snag the green orb so that you get a health replenish. And then you're in the room with the boss fight. And this fight isn't that hard, but I am about to showcase a pathetic display of gameplay. But okay, you want to really stay in his face and wail on him as much as you want. When he tries to attack you with his sword, you just want to dodge out of the way, jump out of the way, whatever. It shouldn't be that hard. When he summons the Gladiuses to try and attack you with them, you want to either shoot them or buster them to get rid of them as quickly as possible. And what you might notice that the Gladiuses drop Devil Trigger when you take them out, so make sure that you do that if you're low on health or something. And keep in mind that Agnes can also summon Basilisks, which are the dogs, and please watch out for that move. He is going to steal your health and regen his. That is not good, obviously, so like please dodge out of the way of that one. It's not too hard to avoid. You can see him charging it up, so you can just get ready to jump out of the way. When you see that he is stunned after you attacked him for a while, make sure to buster him to get in a good bit of damage. When he goes to the middle, you're going to want to attack him as quickly as possible, because otherwise he's going to do a powerful blast that's going to take out a load of your health. I threw a Gladius at him, which stopped him. Now when he summons the Basilisks, you probably want to start focusing on them more than the actual boss, because first of all, if you're low on health, it's good to get Devil Trigger out of them. And second of all, they could get really annoying, so try to take them out as quickly as possible. There he summons Gladiuses again, so like you beat them up quickly, not like what I just did. Preferably shoot them or buster them. I've made so much mistakes in this fight. Hopefully you don't repeat them. Like it's a miracle I won this fight, but whatever. Look at that, I'm literally one tap. But okay, I get rid of the Gladius, I shoot it, and this move you want to watch out for. You want to start jumping around like crazy, and then just keep on jumping around. I got hit again, but yeah, you want to keep jumping around and just hope that you don't get hit. You shouldn't if you keep doing that. Like, this time I don't get hit, fortunately, because I would actually die. I got a health boost there, which is good. And okay, when he does this, you want to fall back a bit because he's gonna start shooting fireballs. So you want to go back and then just start jumping. So just keep on jumping until he stops doing them. You shouldn't get hit. You might need to get a bit of a feel for the jumps, but it's not too bad. Then again, when he gets in the middle, you want to smack him up. Here he's charging up his grab attack again, so I get out of the way this time, luckily. And then I smack him a bunch, and then here he is going to do his spinning attack again, so you want to make sure that you just start jumping like crazy again to, you know, not get hit. And then when you're free to do so again, go back and start smacking him up a bunch. When you get him stunned, I once again buster him, and I believe that this is the fight done. Here we are now. This is the worst display of Agnes boss fight gameplay that you've ever witnessed, but hey, I got the job done, and hopefully I helped you get the S rank. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it helped. If it did, of course, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Adios.